Where do most people sell? They panic sell at the bottom. We haven't quite got to the oversold area yet with the stochastics, but you can see the magnitude of the selling in the Dow. Note the selling. This is not quite a bearish harami, but the fact that he gapped it down through the T-line, and then over the following trading days they could not get back up above the T-line, makes our simple trading rule that if you see a sell signal and a close below the T-line, the probability is extremely strong. You're in a downward direction. The sell signal was more evident in the NASDAQ. The bearish harami gap down. As it was rolling over, it was pretty much telling you this gap down, unlike any other selling during this uptrend, was much more powerful than seeing a sell signal and then eventually drifting down to the T-line area. This is why utilizing candlestick charts will fight through your own emotions. If you've been holding NVIDIA long, making good money with it, kept moving up until we saw a doji, shooting star, and then a close below the T-line. That told you there'd been a change of investor sentiment where there hadn't been that in this recent uptrend. Using the probabilities that anytime you see a candlestick sell signal and a close below the T-line, you want to close out your positions. What's the biggest fear most people have? They close out. They supposedly get stopped out, or they close it out and then they turn it right around and bring it back up. Utilizing very simple candlestick rules would be that you get out when the probabilities say it's time to get out. You can always get back in when the probabilities say it's time to get back in. That type of analysis could be seen much more clearly in Apple well before this sell-off started, with doji, shooting star, close below the T-line. At that point, that sell below the T-line pretty much told you they weren't going up any further, that you could start going short as long as you didn't close above the T-line. Now the next thing that you want to watch for is when things start moving way too far away from the T-line, you start taking your profits and look to start looking for the buyers to step in. As can be seen in the LABU chart, LABU, the biotech ETF, you can see what started this downtrend. A kicker type signal, and then a close below the T-line. Once again, the probabilities are extremely strong that if you see a candlestick sell signal and a close below the T-line, the probabilities you're going to be moving in this direction. Again, the worst case scenario that most investors have a problem with is coming out of a trade, and then if it does another buy signal of getting back in. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.